Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to discuss the struggle switch. The struggle switch is a metaphor introduced by Dr. Russ Harris, primarily within the framework of acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT. This concept highlights how our reactions to unpleasant emotions can exacerbate our suffering. When the struggle switch is on, individuals tend to resist or fight against negative thoughts and feelings, which can lead to a cycle of increased distress. Understanding the struggle switch concept definition. The struggle switch represents a mental switch that, when activated, prompts individuals to struggle against emotional pain or discomfort. This struggle can manifest as attempts to suppress or eliminate these feelings, often leading to secondary emotions such as guilt, anger, or sadness about the original feeling, e.g., anxiety about anxiety 12. Metaphor of quicksand. Dr. Harris likens this struggle to being trapped in quicksand. The more you fight against it, the deeper you sink. Instead, he suggests that one should lie back and float, which means acknowledging and accepting the discomfort without trying to change it. Implications of the struggle switch. Amplification of emotions. When the struggle switch is on, negative emotions can become amplified. For instance, if someone feels anxious about a situation, their struggle might lead them to feel angry or guilty about that anxiety, creating a vicious cycle of negative feelings. When the struggle switch is activated, individuals often find themselves caught in a cycle of escalating emotional distress. This amplification occurs for several reasons. Resistance to feelings. The initial experience of a negative emotion, such as anxiety or sadness, can be uncomfortable. When individuals resist these feelings by trying to suppress them or distract themselves, they inadvertently intensify the emotional experience. This resistance creates a paradox where the more one tries to avoid or eliminate the feeling, the more it persists and grows. Cognitive distortions. Struggling against emotions can lead to cognitive distortions, where individuals may misinterpret their feelings or the situations that triggered them. For example, someone feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation might start to believe that their anxiety indicates they are unprepared or incompetent. This distorted thinking can further exacerbate their emotional state, leading to heightened anxiety and self-doubt. Secondary emotions. The struggle itself can give rise to secondary emotions. For instance, if someone feels sad and then struggles against that sadness, they might experience frustration or guilt for feeling sad in the first place. This layering of emotions can create a complex web of distress that is difficult to navigate, leading to feelings of overwhelm. Physical reactions. Emotional struggle often triggers physical responses in the body, such as increased heart rate, muscle tension, or shallow breathing. These physiological changes can amplify the perception of emotional pain and contribute to a heightened sense of anxiety or discomfort. The body's stress response can become activated, making it even harder for individuals to manage their feelings effectively. Social comparison. In today's social media-driven world, individuals may also struggle with feelings of inadequacy when comparing their emotional states to those of others. Seeing others appear happy and successful can amplify feelings of loneliness or sadness, leading individuals to struggle even more with their own emotions as they feel pressured to present a facade of happiness. Avoidance behaviors. The struggle against negative emotions often leads to avoidance behaviors such as procrastination or withdrawal from social situations that may provide temporary relief but ultimately exacerbate feelings of isolation and distress. For example, someone who feels anxious about social gatherings might avoid them altogether, which can lead to increased feelings of loneliness and social anxiety over time. Impact on relationships. The amplification of emotions due to the struggle switch can also affect interpersonal relationships. When individuals are overwhelmed by their emotions, they may react defensively or withdraw from loved ones, leading to misunderstandings and conflict. This can create a feedback loop where strained relationships contribute further to emotional distress. Feedback loop. The interaction between negative emotions and the struggle against them creates a feedback loop that is difficult to break. As emotions amplify and lead to further distressing thoughts and behaviors, individuals may feel trapped in a cycle that reinforces their struggles rather than alleviating them. By recognizing how the struggle switch amplifies emotions, individuals can begin to understand the importance of acceptance and mindfulness in managing their emotional experiences effectively. Psychological flexibility is a core concept within acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, and is defined as the ability to stay in contact with the present moment while being aware of thoughts and emotions. It involves accepting these experiences without unnecessary defense and choosing actions that align with personal values, even in the face of discomfort or adversity. This capacity allows individuals to respond to their internal experiences in a way that promotes overall well-being and effective functioning. Core components. Psychological flexibility is built upon 6 core processes identified in ACT. Cognitive diffusion. This involves distancing oneself from thoughts, recognizing them as mere words or images rather than truths. By doing so, individuals can reduce the impact of negative thoughts on their behavior. Acceptance. Acceptance entails embracing unwanted thoughts and feelings without judgment, allowing them to exist without needing to change them. Present moment awareness. Being fully engaged in the here and now helps individuals experience life more vividly and reduces rumination about the past or anxiety about the future. Self as context. This process encourages individuals to see themselves from a broader perspective, recognizing that they are not defined by their thoughts or feelings. Values clarification. Identifying what truly matters to an individual helps guide behavior toward meaningful goals. Committed action. This involves taking actionable steps aligned with one's values, even when faced with obstacles. Benefits of psychological flexibility. Research has shown that higher levels of psychological flexibility are associated with various positive outcomes, including improved mental health, better coping strategies, and enhanced quality of life. Individuals who practice psychological flexibility tend to experience lower levels of anxiety, depression, and stress-related disorders. They are also more likely to engage in healthy behaviors and maintain fulfilling relationships. Role in mental health. Psychological flexibility serves as a protective factor against psychopathology. Those who can accept their thoughts and feelings without struggling against them are less likely to develop mental health issues. ACT interventions targeting psychological flexibility have been effective for various clinical disorders, such as anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. These interventions help individuals develop skills that allow them to navigate life's challenges more effectively. Impact on behavior. When individuals exhibit psychological flexibility, they can adapt their responses based on the demands of their environment rather than being rigidly controlled by their emotional states. This adaptability enables them to pursue long-term goals despite short-term discomforts. For instance, someone may feel anxious about public speaking, but can still choose to engage in speaking opportunities because they value personal growth or professional advancement. Mindfulness connection. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in fostering psychological flexibility. By cultivating present moment awareness, individuals learn to observe their thoughts and feelings non-judgmentally, which enhances their ability to accept these experiences rather than react impulsively. Mindfulness practices can strengthen the processes of cognitive diffusion and acceptance, leading to greater psychological flexibility. Application in various contexts. Psychological flexibility is not only relevant in clinical settings, but also has significant implications for everyday life, including work environments and interpersonal relationships. In organizational contexts, employees with higher psychological flexibility demonstrate better job performance, increased job satisfaction, and lower levels of burnout. They are more capable of navigating workplace challenges while remaining aligned with their personal values. Training psychological flexibility. Various therapeutic approaches and training programs aim to enhance psychological flexibility through structured exercises and interventions. These may include mindfulness practices, cognitive restructuring techniques, and value-based goal setting. By engaging in these practices regularly, individuals can cultivate a more flexible mindset that empowers them to face life's challenges with resilience. Research findings. Empirical studies have consistently shown that psychological flexibility correlates positively with numerous health outcomes, including reduced symptoms of mental illness and improved overall well-being. Meta-analyses have indicated strong associations between psychological flexibility and various measures of life satisfaction, coping abilities, and emotional regulation. Through these processes and benefits, psychological flexibility emerges as a vital skill for promoting mental health and enhancing the quality of life across different domains. Strategies for turning off the struggle switch. Acceptance. Recognize and accept uncomfortable emotions as part of the human experience rather than trying to eliminate them. Mindfulness. Practice being present with your feelings without judgment. This helps in reducing the tendency to struggle against them. Value-based actions. Focus on actions that align with personal values rather than being consumed by negative emotions. Engaging in meaningful activities can help shift focus away from distressing feelings. 45. Curiosity. Approach your feelings with curiosity rather than resistance. This shift in perspective can help reduce their intensity and impact. By understanding and applying the concept of the struggle switch, individuals can cultivate a healthier relationship with their emotions, leading to improved mental well-being and resilience in the face of life's challenges.